Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. It can be. I always say that because I think people do themselves a disservice by hearing partnership and thinking romance, hearing love and thinking romance. And they're not. They encompass so much more than just romance, right? Romance is romance. Doesn't mean it can't, but it's not just that. So we have the Eight of Pentacles coming up. And this is about the work that we're putting into a situation. I'm ready to work, focused on this. I want to get it perfect. I want to get it right. I'm wondering if there's one person who's willing to work. I mean, if this is a business partnership, have a look at it this way. So if we're looking at a business partnership, it's not equal. It's not equal. It feels like one person's doing all the work. If it's a romantic relationship, one person's ready to put in all the work. It feels like it's you, the underlying energy. It's general, those that can go both ways, but one person is focused. Let's do this. This is long-term security, stability. We can build something here, something that's worth having, something that's going to stand the test of time. And yeah, both the King and Queen of Pentacles will do that. So I want to say this to you. If you're dealing with someone who doesn't seem to be pulling their weight, that may very well change. And it could happen very unexpectedly with the Tower. But I mean, if this is the same person, and I'm jumping around all over the place, but this is the same person, this King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, this is almost like you have to step up. You don't have to work in a partnership anymore. You step up and take control. You become a king. And that's not to say that, it's nothing to do with the gender. We look at the energies of the cards, and the kings are top dogs in the out of the court cards. I always see the queens as like the supporting act. They help to make things happen. So with the Queen of Pentacles there, she's nurturing, she's caring, she's very hardworking energy. So it could be you dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The signs don't own the cards though, right? But with this kind of, we have 4 pentacles that I'm looking at right now. 4 pentacle cards. And that's very much about your long-term security and stability. That can be with a job, that could be finances, your home, your family, your partnerships, whatever. Because they all allow us to feel secure and bring stability to our lives, in theory, and not always in practice. But so that's it. You're very focused on what it is that you're trying to achieve. And you know what? I get it. It's almost the embodiment of the Empress card is playing out here. Because the Empress, she understands. She understands that, she's the mother figure in the tarot. And the mother understands that it takes time to conceive a baby. It takes time to grow the baby, the pregnancy. And then when you give birth to the baby, it's not done. That's where the real work begins. Then you have to nurture and care for this. Whatever it is, you gave birth to something, you created something, a lot of hope, a lot of nurturing, caring. You have been taking care of this. You've taken it from conception all the way through. For some of you, it might literally be becoming a parent. For others of you, this is about whatever you've been working on. And you're still working on it this week. You're still working on it. I feel like a change in direction's coming in. But it's almost, you've been doing the kind of practical things. But look at what's coming in the present. We have the 7 of Cups. I mean, the Empress is all about abundance, more, growth. Give birth to this, grow this, we can have more. She understands that it takes time. And I feel like you've been invested in this for a time. The other thing with Pentacles is that it's slow energy. It slowly builds. It's not something that happens overnight. And yet you find yourself at a place this week where you're kind of looking at your options. Let's be honest. It's almost like, and not so much. I mean, 7 of Cups, it says, I know when people say it's like you could have a lot of offers. I don't see that with the 7 of Cups. It's cups. It's emotionally. Sevens are about reevaluating, reassessing. So it's almost like you stop and think, is it worth it? All the stuff that I'm trying to build here, is that still my dream? Is that still a dream that's worth pursuing for me? And so there's not so much kind of practical work, because Pentacles are always about what we can see, feel, and touch. It's the real stuff that we do, right? The tangible. Cups are emotional. And so is this emotionally fulfilling for me anymore? Putting all this work in. Does it feel good? Is it still my dream? Always worth doing, by the way, to stop, pause, and have a look at this. Now, what seems to lead from this is a Tower moment. Now, this could be a shocking revelation. This might be that, basically this shows where the foundation is not solid. So it feels like whatever you thought you were working on, sorry to say this, Pisces, but it kind of feels like you have a revelation or a realization And remember, the future is a projection from where we are. So this is what's going on. You're looking at this and some of you are going to be like, hang on a second, what the hell have I been working on? It's rotten. The foundation of this thing is rotten. Some of you will be that. For others of you, it's almost, I think it's a shocking kind of change in a partnership because it's almost like someone else comes in to help you with this. Maybe you've been working on it on your own for so long, you weren't prepared for someone else to come in and help you with it. But I do feel like we go back a step. We go back. I think you thought you were at an 8 and the other person's like, we're not actually at an 8. We're still at a 3. We're still building the foundation. I always see from the ace to 4 is the foundation that we're building. 4 is when we pause to see, oh, nice foundation here now. Where are we going to go from here? Now, think about this. This may be, I don't know, say you've been saving your money, right? Think about how the energies can play out. They can play out in different ways for different people. I'll give you a few examples. So this might be, been working hard, I've been saving, I've been doing everything, I'm growing my nest egg, I'm going to put a deposit down in a house or something. Hey, you're like, well, have I actually been doing that? Is this just a fantasy? Is this a dream that's worth going for? And then the King of Pentacles may be like a tax advisor or a business advisor or someone who comes in and says, no, you know, you're saving in this account and it's only, I don't know, 1% interest. And if you did this with it, you'd get 5% return on it. So he is an advisor like that. He can advise. But I see it more as a partnership, especially with the Queen of Pentacles coming up here. Because let's have a look at these two. They work to provide security and stability for their families. That's what they're about. They're all about that. And so with the Tower coming up, it's shocking. It is shocking, but I think you have an inkling of it. You're Pisces. If something's got you to pause and reevaluate and to look at it, I hope you trust that. That's your intuition's kind of piping up and saying, hey, are we still on board with this dream? What's going on? Now, if this is a relationship, then, you know, it could actually be good news in that if you're the partner that's been doing everything, and these are for people that are already in a partnership, whatever the nature of that partnership, business partnership, romantic partnership, whatever, the other person feels like they shockingly come in. And it's almost as if the hard part with this is, I think, 7 of Cups, you're pissed off here. That's why you're reevaluating it. And the 10 of Swords says that too. You've hit rock bottom. You're like, I'm kind of done with this, you know. I've taken it from conception. I've grown it. I've nurtured it. What the hell more do you want me to do? What do you want to do? And so with the King of Pentacles coming up here and then the 3 of Pentacles here, this is almost like, well, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. I'll help. We'll build this together. It'll be even stronger. It's going to come out even better. These two. Whenever I see the King, Queen of Pentacles, that is success. You're guaranteed success. But I'm telling you this, Pisces, I don't feel like you can pull this off by yourself. I don't think you can. I mean, you could. Obviously, anyone can do anything. 8 of Pentacles is the person working by themselves. But the advice is 10 of Swords. I know it's hard. I know you feel like you've been betrayed. I know you feel like this person's done this to me one time too many. But if they're coming in as the King of Pentacles, you can rely on this. Maybe that's the shocking thing. Is like you weren't expecting it. You just weren't expecting that this person was going to show up for you in the way that they do. But the 3 of Pentacles, it's building it strong together. And what I love about this traditional kind of Rider-Waite depiction of it, this is the universal weight, is it very much embodies the spirit of the 3 of Pentacles, which is working together. And I always say this, it's mind, body, and spirit. And that he represents the body part, right? He's physically doing the labor to build it. The mind is this person here with the plans. Saying, hey, look, isn't this what we planned? We didn't plan that. Does that have to be a bit to the left, the right, whatever? That's the logic, the mind part. But then the spirit part is this guy over here. He doesn't have anything. It's almost like he's there. Is he using his intuition? Is he praying? You know, he looks like a monk. So it's using all different elements, different things that people bring to the table to be able to progress this, whether it's a literal project, whether it's a relationship, whatever it is that you're building, but you build it together. But your hardest aspect about this, or I think that you'll find the toughest, is that you were too, for whatever reason, I feel like you've had to do this on your own. You built this on your own. And I don't know if you'd be ready to trust again. That's why this comes up. Because with 7 of Cups, it can be, is this too true? Is this too good to be true? is this too good to be true? Now, depending on what else had come up, if like the Seven of Swords had come up with the Tower, if something else had come up, I would have said maybe hang on a second. But it's the King of Pentacles. He's solid. He's bankable. You can bank on the King of Pentacles. So what I would say about this is at least hear this person out. And if you don't want to go forward with it, that's fine. Own it. It's your baby, right? You're the Empress that's given birth to this, whatever it is. But is it coming because of the past? Because with the Ten of Swords, it's already happened. It's the aftermath. So some of us have trust issues. Some of us had stuff like, well, I don't know. I don't want to get stabbed in the back again, right? All right. So yeah. So look, new love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. Now, see, it doesn't always have to be romantic, but it is new. I've got a feeling that we're going back. We're going back to the drawing board, but to build it even stronger. Let's see what's here. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Now, the thing though with this card, this is not being hopeful. This is the writings on the wall. Let's just say this. Whoever this person is, I don't care. I mean, this might be someone new. It may not even be the other person, your ex, an ex-partner, an ex-business partner, an ex-colleague, whoever it is. Someone else from your family, whatever. This doesn't have to be the same person. But with the Ten of Swords coming up here, it's almost like you're judging them because of what happened to you before. You were let down before. And, nobody, what's that saying that, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. No, sorry, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's that kind of energy, right? But this is not about fooling anyone. This is about at least hear the person out and see what the plans are for the future. This is building something together. This could be recognition at work, I'm not getting it. I just feel like it's a week, right? So it's not, I take a magnifying glass to the energies and make them sound bigger than they are because I'm looking at something very specific.